is happening, Carib Boys and girls? This is your boy Carib Boy with another Pokemon TCG video. How all you going? I hope everybody good. Well, it's been a while. There's some kind of stomach bug thing going around, and it hold on to Carib Boy and had me down for about a week. So I had this video to make for quite a while, since last weekend, the 18th and 19th. Right, so I come here to give all you a Pokemon League Challenge update, and not just any normal update, a double League Challenge update. Both our official Pokemon stores had their May League Challenge on the same weekend. MVE Challenge was on the 18th and VRG Challenge was on the 19th, and your boy Carib Boy attended both. So I would have really liked to do this video with y'all seeing Carib Boy talk and thing, but I had this B-roll of me sorting some cards, and I really didn't want to wait longer to prepare. So I'm going to talk over this B-roll here. So take a look at me sort some Paradox Rift while I recap these two Pokemon League Challenge for you. So on the 18th, as I said, we had the MVE Collectibles Pokemon League Challenge, and it was a real good showing. Again, 20 players came to that event, and let's see if we could run over the meta real quick, and then I will give you what my experience was, and then we will round it up with the top players who placed top in that tournament. In this challenge, we had 3 Dialga V-Star, a Gardevoir EX, a Moon deck, that's the Baby Moon and the Roaring Moon EX, 2 Tina Lost Zone, 3 Chinpow EX, an Ancient Box, a Pidgeot Control, 2 Charizard EX, a deck the pilot called a 60-card deck. That would have been Christopher. Big up Christopher Budram with his slap together 60 cards. Arceus Amarouge, an Incineroar, Raging Bolt EX, Meowscarada EX, and a Miraidon EX, wrapping up the 20 decks at this tournament. So with 20 players, you get 5 rounds of Swiss into the standings. And the standings, it has no top cut. So from the standings, you get your top 4 players there. And I believe with 20 players, our top 4 received points, championship points. So Carib Boy run in this tournament. All right. Carib Boy's run in this tournament. I faced in round 1 a Tina Lost Zone, piloted by Sheka. It was a good game. And I reached a point where I had to go all or nothing. I really can't remember the exact situation, but I think it may have been to just try for the Metang energies, and I missed. So I missed the probably the last chance I had to turn the game around or win, and Sheka would have taken that game. Carib Boy starting off a 0-1-0, first loss. In round 2, I faced my teammate Marlon with the Chinpow EX, a deck that he has been piloting since he entered the hobby and has really mastered it. For me, it was a bad game. I couldn't see my energies. I believe I had multiple Metangs on the board at one point, and I had 4 to 8 cards and no energies, and Marlon was able to set up really quick. I could not catch up, and he just overpowered me. That Chinpow worked perfectly that game for him, and I lost my second game in round 2. Round 3, I faced Richard, and this was an interesting match because I can't remember how Richard didn't have a deck. He probably forgot it home and asked if I have an extra one. And I was proud to have 2 decks that I have standalone, and I was able to lend him it, and we bounce up, right? So both of us had a slow roll, and I picked up speed faster than him. And I reached a point where I had 11 energies on my Dialga, enough to knock out a full HP Charizard. And I took that game. My first win came in round 3. In round 4, I faced Richard Sanka, piloting a Chenpao EX. He had a slow start, and I really just had a better game, and I was able to overpower him with 2 Dialgas on board, powered up, and there was really no chance for him at that point. So I took my second win in round 4. In round 5, I faced Wade again with a Charizard EX. It was a really good game. I really enjoyed this game with Wade. The opponent made a call to gust my Mew EX and took that out. In retrospect, other players who were looking on and me and Wade, we discussed that maybe taking out the Dialga would have been the better choice for him at that moment, and it would have really put me in a position to really draw perfectly to even come away with the win. But I probably could not have come away with the win, because even with genome hacking on my Mew EX, if he left it, I was only hitting Charizard for 300 damage. So I would have to got a damage modifier, which I did not have because I changed up the deck. And I believe if he took out the Dialga, he would have won that. But with the choice he made, it gave me the opportunity to just come back and hit him and take my last couple of prizes. So the Super Rod was the last play I had, and then Metang was able to put it on board. But I believe I had like 3 Metangs and only 11 cards in deck, so I was able to see all my cards. So I took my 3rd win of the tournament in the final round, round 5, finishing the run with a 3 wins, 2 loss record. I was hopeful that it would have taken me to the top, but it did not. I bubbled out. At 9th, so I really wanted to make top 8. I believe top 8 got points with the 20 players. I'm not quite sure, but finishing the tournament in the top positions, we had in 4th place Joel Rampasad with his Moon deck. Congratulations, Joel. We had in 3rd place my fellow YouTuber, Pokemon content creator, Key1, better known on YouTube as Firefox. Really proud of him. Really proud of him. I'm glad that he could top a tournament. I believe it would have been his first challenge. I'm sure he go down and watch this video and correct me if I'm wrong, or confirm if I'm correct. So congratulations, Firefox, on your 3rd place finish. Key1 was playing Gardy, I believe, in that game, and he piloting it pretty well. Pretty well for someone who recently started the game. Coming in 2nd with a Dialga, the Dialga boss himself, Brando, taking 2nd place. And taking this May Pokemon League Challenge at MVE was my brethren, the Baba, Shiva Basdeo, again, also running Dialga. Dialga really representing here at MVE. So congratulations, guys. And that was the wrap-up of the Pokemon League Challenge at MVE. And on the very next day, the players went over to Victory Road Gaming for their May Pokemon League Challenge. And 16 players jump out in this league challenge here. And the meta looks something like this. Again, we had Dialga V-Stars coming out here. Multiple. We had 2 Dialga V-Stars. We had an interesting Raticate Poison deck. We had a whopping big showing, usual big showing by Chenpao EX with 4 decks out of the 16. A whole quarter of the meta there, 25% with Chenpao EX. We had a Charizard EX, a Golden Go EX. Another popular deck having 3 showings is the Gardevoir EX. We had a Future Hands, Lost Zone box, a Tina Lost Zone, and an Ancient box. So Carib Boy, this with 16 players, we had 4 rounds of Swiss into the standings. And round 1, I faced the League Cup champion himself, Joshua Fernandez, piloting his future hands. And let me tell all you, this deck on steroids. I cannot say that I had a bad game. I cannot say my deck brick. I can't say I didn't get something. It's just that Future Hands was so fast and hitting so hard, I just couldn't see my way. And Joshua was very brilliantly targeting my Dialga Vs. I think the only setback was me not being able to get down multiple Vs, so I could get a V star. I was only able to put down one V at a time, and he always had a boss, a prime catcher, something to bring it to the active and knock it out. I just couldn't keep up. I was overpowered, and Joshua took that game. Giving me my first loss in round 1. In round 2, I faced Daniel Ringis, piloting the Ancient Box. I was worried at first of the one prize race that I had to take part in, but I was able to pace him and take the lead. And with Star Chronos on the Dialga, you could really take a lead, even if it is a one prize deck you are facing. And I managed to take the lead with Chronos and maintain it and take the win there. My first win in round 2. In round 3, I faced my teammate Brandon Francet, piloting a very interesting Chenpao EX that I was part of. I witnessed him building, and it's really impressive. But in this game, I was able to take the lead, and I maintained it, and especially with Star Chronos, I was able to capitalize there, taking round 3, my second win of the 4 rounds. In the final round, round 4, I faced my other teammate, Shiva, the Baba, and it was a Dialga Mirror Carib Nation. And it is all about who could get to it faster, and luckily, it was in my favor. I got the head start and I took the lead, and there was a bit of bad luck on Shiva's side. In facing a Dialga Mirror, you would want to depend maybe on your Mew EX. Come like you have an extra Dialga Vista there with the opportunity to hit a Chronos with only 3 energy. And lucky for me, his Mew EX was prized and he was not able to make that play. And I came out on top in that game, taking it easily because of that prize Mew EX there and him not being able to get out his Dialgas. I took the last round there, 3 wins, 1 loss, and I was very hopeful with these 3 wins that I would make top 4 and get some championship points. But for some reason, oh my goodness, Carib Nation, Carib Boy did not make it. I bubbled out of top 4 and placed 5th. Oh my goodness, it was so disappointing. 1 loss, first round loss, and I win everything else, and I just couldn't do it according to the mathematics and the calculations of the program there. So the top 4 of the VRG Pokemon League Challenge for me were coming in 4th place. We had Shamil piloting. What did he play that day? I believe he played the Golden Go EX, his prime Golden Go EX. We had David placing 3rd. I believe David was playing Gardevoir EX. We had Shivanan Goben placing 2nd. And the champion of the cup, Joshua Fernandez, making it known that he is the champ and taking this VRG Pokemon League Challenge with his future hands yet again. So my first loss ended up being the one who took the challenge here at VRG. So congratulations to all the players. It was a fantastic weekend, Carib Nation. We had a lot of fun, and these 2 league challenge closes off our season here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think globally as well. Well, globally as well for challenges and cups. This was the last opportunity for players to get championship points towards going to Worlds. We have a couple players who are traveling at this point in time, I will do a separate video featuring those travelers, those local travelers in their attempts to make it to World 2024 World Championships. So look out for that. And I will do a video on the end of this run here. Who are the top players in Trinidad and Tobago? So look out for it. Carib boys and girls, all you know what to do. If you like what you're seeing, beat up that like button, bust a subscription. This is your boy Carib Boy, out again.